Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Love and Marriage Huntsville needs a shakeup. It is time to bring in some new. It's time. Um, I was watching and I've been watching, and I've heard that allegedly, supposedly, Melody is leaving the show. That's why she unfollowed everybody except for Sunny and something like that. And I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad at that. It's time. Like, this is a toxic environment for her. She has thrived. I can see the candy burst in her. You came on the show, you've shared everything, and it's time to go. I'm not mad. You'll be fine. You will be fine. You'll do new things. You will keep it going. You will still be popular, famous, maybe, if that's the word for her. But we may be seeing her outgrowing the show. How many more episodes do we need to see Marceau snickling, giggling up to her? How many times do we need to see her running away when Martell is in the group? Just how many times? I'm not mad. I'm hearing, Martell is rallying for Coleslaw to come on the show. It might be what the show needs. I mean, we need something, you know. Tiffany and Lewis wasn't a hit. They didn't land. Stormy and Courtney didn't land. Dale and Chris, they're landing. They're landing. Destiny, she comes and goes and comes. She brings people. She goes away, comes back. Whatever. She can be a friend of. But we need some new. We need like another new couple, like one younger couple maybe, and that'll be cute. And then Melody can go on and be great, and we will still support and love her. And yeah, uh huh. Welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade, and thanks for joining me. I review your favorite reality shows weekly. Now, honey, let's kiki and ha ha and get into another episode, the last episode, the season finale episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 9. This is episode 13, Vow or Never. Do we like the title of this episode? It's fine. It's geared towards the Fletchers. That's good. Whatever. Vow or never. What does that mean? Now or never? They could have done something else. They could have done something else. It could have been named something else pertaining to love and renewing their vows. Just vow renewal at this point. But besties, how would you rate this week's episode? It was giving. I cried a few times, but it was giving. I don't know. What do you guys think? It was entertaining, especially at the end, child. Um, we needed more. I would have liked to have known where Ken went, because I'm sure he went to that barbershop place to talk to his friend. I just wanted to hear that. I don't know. Let me think about it while I talk. I didn't think about it. But drop down in the comments, bestie, and you let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. And don't forget to like this video, please. If you're going to stay a while, go ahead and like the video. And then make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Stay a while. I'm entertaining, I promise. And make sure your notification bell is on, ding dong, so that you know each and every time I post my content. So the episode picks up from last week where it left off. Sunny coming into the bachelorette party. She sits down, people are looking, and she can tell that something in the atmosphere ain't right. She was like, did I come into some tension? Yes, you did. Because before you got here, Trisha and Melody were arguing. And Destiny and Kimmy were trying to put a pin in it because it's Nell's night and she was on her way. But you came in right before her. So then Nell pulls up with her two daughters. You know, one is a niece, but she considers her a daughter. So I'm going to call her a daughter. So they walk in and the models are there. You know, they're going to do a painting. And so the host tells them that the theme is the Garden of Eden. And she's going to paint the vines on the man all over his body. And then the ladies will fill in the flowers. And then Nell can, can paint the snake. And then we see the other ladies are painting the lady. And what I thought was a key was, you know, she has on a silver two-piece bikini. And they had gave her areolas, orange ones. Somebody painted an orange areola on her bikini top. So Mel leaves the event before they start painting. She's like, hey, Mel, I got to go. So Nell says in her confessional how, you know, she felt a little slighted, you know, because she stays at Melody's events. And, you know, she would have appreciated that support too. But Nell, Miss Nell, hello. Keep in mind, Melody has 4 children. Okay? She got to go. Your kids are grown. Well, in age, but your kids are grown. They don't need a babysitter, okay? She has 4 kids, 4 little ones. So they're painting the flowers on the male model, and Nell throws a whole shade tree, joking with Sunny in front of Destiny, talking about sharing the snake, because I guess she was helping her paint the snake. And so Sunny says, I don't share anything. It's mine. We've heard her say that before. Yeah, okay, Sunny. Yeah, okay. Hold on, besties. Had to get some water. So Tisha's chatting with Sunny. Hey, girl, how you doing? I'm doing good. You looking good. You too. Hey, girl. So what's up with you? Destiny walks in the middle of them and gives Tisha a look of unalivement. And so Tisha said, girl, get out of here. Called her a bee and everything. It was like, wait a minute, what? Where's that aggression coming from? She didn't step on your foot, did she? So Sunny tells Tisha, oh yeah, you know, your friend don't want you talking to me. It's so high school. But as her friend, you need to hold her accountable. Because, you know, then she discussed how she wants Destiny to stop talking about her and Moses and blah, 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 blah. She says Destiny is doing interviews, and she said every Monday she is in the blogs. And she is the topic of discussion. Destiny walks over and tells her, baby, you came on this platform and you brought your relationship that's attached to my name here, honey. Remember, you were my producer, honey. Remember, you live in Missouri, honey. Honey, this is a different state, okay? Desi tells her, baby, I have a podcast. So what that meant to me is she gonna talk about the show, what's going on, her life, and you guys are attached. You're sister wives. Sunny calls her a liar and says, you know, in her confessional that Destiny just pretty much can't get over Moses. And sometimes it takes a while. They were together a very long time. 15, 16 years, it's been a while. So Nell interrupts her old self saying, well, Destiny, haven't you moved on, right, babe? Boo, you moved on, right? Right, boo, you moved on, right? You know, you on your big dick, you on your big D energy, right, boo? So loud and country. Just loud and wrong. And so Destiny's like, well, yeah, I moved on before it even was a thing. Okay, girl, that's not what y'all was saying earlier in the season. It was that last season when y'all was talking about the Julys and the August and the Septembers and the Decembers and the March and the Aprils, honey. You said he was still sending you money, baby, telling you he loves you, honey. But I digress. It's her story, her circus, her monkeys. But I digress. She says, Destiny says, I moved on before it even was a thing, even before this person showed up to our friend circle. Girl, no, she didn't call you a person, Sonny. This person, knowing she wanted to call you a bee. So Nell's like, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Sonny says, stop talking about it. I will. You won't. I will not. I won't. I don't have to. Okay. I'll just, what did Destiny say? I'll talk about it if I want to. And, and then Sonny said, okay. Like, girl. Then Destiny says Sonny posted some Mari Povich mess on her, on her social media. She told Destiny if she keeps talking about her, she will tell why her husband left. And then the Mari Povich meme says, guess who the father is? And there were 3 choices. And so Destiny tells Sonny, I pray you're able to have kids so you'll know why I haven't dog walked you. Ooh. And so here goes Sonny. It ain't about no child. Oh, it ain't. It ain't. You act like she talk about your kid. It is. So they have a back and forth and back again, honey. La, 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 la. So here go Destiny. I'm waiting on Destiny because she know how to eat you up. She said if you was focused on your man, he wouldn't be in jail. And Destiny kind of walking off a little bit. But Sonny tells her, well, you about to be in jail now. I was like, oh no, Sonny. Sonny got one. Sonny got one. And so Sonny says, I got mine. Now go on now. Go on. And so she was like, he won't be in there for long, so you go on head on. And so Destiny had told her, oh, happy anniversary in jail. He won't be in there long. And then Destiny gonna say, with your big old head. Destiny, you did good. You've done better. Sorry, Sonny was kind of eaten too, but I don't know. I guess you kind of won, but it's kind of a tie. But I don't know. Y'all tell me who y'all think ate, Destiny or Sonny. So Destiny goes outside. Tisha follows her. Girl, what's up? Oh my God, Uwe was getting, I had to cool off. Destiny feels like she should have married that man and went on with her life. Why are y'all here in Huntsville? Good question. Didn't y'all put that together for a storyline so y'all could all get some money? I'm just saying. And then Moses messed up the bag and went to jail. Tisha asked, so you gonna stop coming to events when she comes around? And Destiny was like, no, I am cooling off, girl. I'm for real. I was gonna dog walk her and her forehead. Seriously. So Tisha says, well, I hope she stops getting invited, because it's just, toxic. Nobody wants to be around all that. Thank God we got over this scene quick and easy. Ugh. So now, boom, next day, it's Nell's vow renewal. Child, Miss Nell done twisted her ankle. Why? What happened? I know y'all was in there practicing them dances and you twisted your ankle. We do not need y'all old butts in there trying to do no Watusi and no salsa and no whatever. Two-stepping will never go out of style. Plus, now you're wearing a long gown at the wedding. We can't see your feet and seeing exactly if you know what you're doing. So just two-step, honey. It's okay. But the show must go on, honey. So she's getting ready with her daughters. They're in the room. They're getting their prison braids braided down. Child, Nell did not get her hair touched up. With them roots was gray, baby. Hair dark brown, roots gray. Matter of fact, her roots was white. Nell wouldn't be bad if she just would go ahead and let her gray grow in. It wouldn't look bad on her. She would still look like, she still would look nice. So she getting her cap put on, they doing her wig. Child, she twisted her ankle. She calling Chris, bring me some stuff. He like, okay, While production got the camera all on her feet, I didn't want to see all that, but I was looking. She had her toes painted gold, honey, and that big toe was long and curvy. I was like, Nell, you need to cut that toenail. You gonna be in a whole nother size. You let that thing keep growing. Oh, you were a 7? You need an 8 now because that toenail is long and curvy. Woo. So Lance comes in and makes sure they eating, gave him some fruit, real cute. This event is very demure. So he's passing the fruit, making sure everybody's okay. And so Nell tells him, make sure Melody and Martell are sitting up close, but make sure they're sitting away from each other. They cannot be close. So he like, yeah, I got you. He said, I can't deal with Melody. I can't tell her what to do, but I got Martell. And then she said, no, just make sure they're sitting, in the front, but apart. And he said, okay, got it. So her daughter brings up, her bachelorette party and how much fun they had. And Nell says she had a good time. So that's good. Very good, Destiny. Then the niece is like, well, what's up with Destiny, that girl? They got into it and stuff. That was ghetto. And she even said Destiny ate her up. But what about Lance? She's supposed to be dating. What is this about Lance? Like, so she said, I'm not worried about Sonny. No, this is Nell said, she ain't worried about it. Destiny hosted it. She said she really feels like since Destiny hosted the event, she didn't want her there, and I did, and that was the problem. It wasn't about nothing else. It wasn't about her liking or still tripping off of Moses. It was more her just not wanting Sonny to be there. Nell. That's why your ankle twisted. Mind your business, girl. So Chris comes in. He brings his bride all the ankle equipment that she needed to have. And so the kids are like, Dad, get out of here. You ain't supposed to be in here. He was like, Child, I've been seeing this woman every day of my life for the last 30 years. This ain't nothing. And so they like, oh, okay, you're right. This ain't the wedding. This is a vow renewal. Oh, okay. So even after 30 years, Chris says in his confessional that he has butterflies. Oh, I understand. I do understand. He's nervous because, family is there, friends are there, her ankle is twisted. He just wants everything to go right. So outside in the beautiful ceremony area, Kimmy, Maurice, Martin Luther King Jr. shows up, and Martell. Martell got on this tight-fitted dark navy suit, and it looks kind of sailorish, kind of at the bottom, but at the top, it looks like a pastor's collar. Like, what? Come on, blood. You cannot wear nothing like that. She should have had like a NASCAR. Anyway, I know it's a hot day. I think it was in September, right? So it's burning up. So anyway, Martell shows up, and they just showed a little footage from last night at the bachelor party. Pretty much Chris walked into a rented home. I don't even know whose home it was because it didn't show a lot of background. They had strippers, honey. They had a pole. They had a blow-up doll on the pole. What was that about? And they was like, is this Vegas? And they said, this is Huntsville, Vegas, honey. Y'all did not have a whole bunch of fun. Be quiet. Mauricio, no, not who is Mauricio? Marcel was standing in the background next to Martell, and they didn't seem bothered. They just seemed like they was chilling. And it's amazing how men can move on. They can funk fight, blah, 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 and the next minute they are bosom buddies for real. They can always come back. So Kimmy tells him that Trisha and Mel got into it at the bachelorette party, and then Sonny and Destiny got into it. They all like, what? Oh my, what? What? So Martell asks, well, what happened between Trisha and Melody? And Kimmy's like, why? And so Martell says, because not too many people come for Melody. And I'm like, Kimmy, you know why he want to know about his two boos fighting? That got something to do with him. He want to know what happened. Did his name come up? He wants to know. So Trisha and Melody, something. So Kimmy says something between Trisha and Melody is just something that's just not 100% between the two of them. Something's not right. They ain't really saying, but it's about Martell. She ain't gonna befriend you, Trisha, knowing that you was in her marital home sleeping with her husband while they was still in the midst of divorcing. Like, it's too close for comfort. No, thank you. So then in walks Tisha and Marceau. Marceau got these yellow pants on. Tisha had a yellow dress. And besties, let me stop. Did y'all peep how, like, all the family and friends in the background, everybody is laughing, looking, talking, whispering. It was like they did not know how to act with these cameras and these reality show stars there. They just laughing and a kicking and a pointing and a looking and a talking. It was very distracting. So then when Tisha walks in, I'm like, why is she wearing a white dress? Is she in the wedding? Is she like, so then I noticed later, everybody was it was a white party, except for Martell, but it was a white party. I think even Maurice had on a gray suit, but Marceau had on like light yellow pants with a white top, white shirt, and Melody had on a gold sequence dress. So that's why you kind of was like, and then Kimmy had on, it was white, but it had, excuse me, but it had pink flowers all over it. And then it was like when Trisha came and Dusty came, they had on all white. And then people in the background had on white. So it's like, okay, it's a white party. Got it. Because I was like, oh, and Chris's father had on a white suit. Because I was like, why is Tisha wearing a white dress to a wedding? Even if Nell was wearing champagne taupe, beige, off-white cream, alabaster, you don't wear white. Okay? But I get it. Okay. So, when Marceau comes in, he gives a pound to Martell and his brother. A fist bump, not a pound, but same difference, fist bump. I was like, men can really come through. So that told me right there that, what, they had a good time last night at Chris's bachelorette party. They had a good time. So they sit down in front of Kimmy, Maurice and Marceau. And honey, Marceau had to whisper, because, oh, did I mention Melody walking in? I didn't mention Melody walking in. Or did I? No. So Melody had on a cute old gold sequence dress, fitted, boom, 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 heels. And she had her little, her gift with her. Child, Marceau sit down. He see her on the other side in the front, sitting by herself. Well, she was sitting with Chris's dad. So he like, hello, hey, Melody, hey, Melody. And she turned around and she's smiling and she waves and speaks to him and Tisha. And child, and so she mentions how, they all over there sitting together like one big happy family, knowing they can't stand each other. I was like, okay, Marceau and Martell's, they ain't finished funking. No, playing. They on today, be off tomorrow. So Maurice and Martell are talking about, Martell, how, well, I guess maybe Martell is telling Maurice how he messed up because he over there looking at Melody and she just sitting there looking beautiful, cute wig, gold wig, straight, no curls, long bob, cute little strapless little, gold sequence number with her gold pumps. And he just really over there looking like, dang, I messed up. You sure did. He over there in his feelings, y'all. He was like, so Maurice said, you still comparing? He said, probably. Yeah, because, I've met lots of women. And, I do want to get married again. I guess I got to wait another 5 years, and I just feel so bad because we're cheating the kids out of a lot, the alliance of being married, And, he just kept saying, dang, man. And I saw his eyes. He looked at her. He looked down like maybe at her legs. And then he just looked like, dang, that used to be mine. And she fine. Woo. He said in his confessional, child, he never thought this would ever be his life, his story. He know he messed up. But he's like, man, baby, let me tell y'all, Melody's beautiful presence, honey, was triggering Martell. I told Martell when I was watching the show, I said, go get you a drink. You're going to be in tears by the time this vow renewal is over. You need to go get you a drink so you can calm your nerves down, child. You are triggered. So then I noticed Trisha was sitting over there by Martell. She was sitting 2 seats away. And I was like, who those 2 seats for? Ken and Marquez? Ken and Ariane? Honey. It was for Trisha and Destiny. No, Trisha was sitting down. It was for Destiny and all them feathers in her dress. It was cute, but yeah, she had feathers, honey. So Chris's cousin is going to officiate the wedding. He asked Chris's father, the Reverend Fletcher, to come up and say an opening prayer. Then Chris comes down the aisle, honey. Let me tell you, honey, we already know Chris Fletcher is the best dressed in Huntsville. Baby, he is the best dressed in the South. He is the best dressed in Alabama. He is the best dressed in the country. I'm going to just give it to him. Who dresses better than Chris Fletcher? He looked good when he just going next door. I bet you Chris be bomb when he walks to the mailbox. Chris was sharper than a tack. That suit was clean. It was cream. It was lined in gold. It had embellishments, embroidery. That thing was clean. Did y'all even see his shoes? Honey, honey, honey. Chris, casket clean, as the old people say. Sharper than a tack. So then Nell comes down the aisle in that beautiful dress she had picked out. She had both of her sons, and I just could not, I just didn't like how little Chris was looking down on the ground the whole time. Like, will you look out and hold your head up? What are you looking down for? Are you watching her ankle? Maybe he was making sure he didn't walk on the dress. Okay, maybe that's what he was doing. So child, they give their mother away to their father. He gets her, and oh, that's when you saw his shoe. Honey, I do, I do, I do. I love you, I love you, I love you. And honey, Chris pops out, bam, with a brand new ring. She was like, I got a new ring. Oh my God, is it real? Oh my goodness. He was like, it's 7.5 carats. Yes, it's real. So that was cute. She is just giddy, 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 honey. She got her a good man, Savannah. So he tries to pick her up after the wedding, after the vows, like in the old school where the man picked up his wife. He did a little struggling with her, but put her down because her ankle is sprained. You don't want to mess it up. So Tisha tells Nell, this is like, after the ceremony, kind of like before the reception, they're out, having like the little cocktail hour. So Tisha's telling Nell, yeah, Nell, you did that. Congratulations. You my mentor for real. You my mentor. Right? She says that Melody is standing right next to her. Melody is kind of like hearing it, but trying not to respond, trying not to react to it. And so, but I get it. But that was a little shady, Tisha. You are a little shady. And that's why you and Melody will never get back cool because you're so jealous. You're jealous. You might be even jealous of Nell because we know you and Marceau are separated. We know that. So I think Tisha and Marceau are almost at 20 years, right? They're like 15, 16, 17, I think. And I get it. That's your mentor. Great. Congratulations. Nell appreciated it because Melody won't admit that she has been her mentor. Sonny didn't make it to the wedding. What happened? Because I know you did not just invite me to excuse me, I can't even talk. I know you just didn't invite me to your bachelorette party, but not to your wedding. That is something else. How come Sonny wasn't there? Because I know that other chair that was saved was not for Sonny. You was not going to sit Sonny that close to Destiny. Mm-mm. And what was up with Trisha's wig? Ooh, that was ugly. Ooh, that wig was ugly. Trisha, come here, baby. You do not do platinum well. I'm sorry, baby. You be trying, but no. Stay black, okay? Leave those platinum wigs alone. And that one was Oh, it was ugly. And it probably was hot and muggy and humid. But no, it was ugly. Okay, so in Destiny's confessional, she talks about how Melody has ostracized herself from the group. She's in on her own island, and she just, she's just to herself, and she would have, she just feels like she would have more fun if she would hang around everybody. But you do know, Destiny, she don't like you. She don't like Trisha, and she don't like Martell. She ain't too fond of Kimmy and Tisha. I mean, and she don't like Maurice. She only likes Marceau. She don't like y'all. So mind your business. Your little storage unit. Mind your storage unit. Trisha says she threw the garbage out talking about Melody because, they talked about the issue that they were having at the bachelorette party because it just happened the night before. So she says she didn't have an issue with Mel, but now she does. Girl, ain't nobody scared of you. And so Tisha, or was that Kimmy? Tisha said, no, y'all both have issues with each other now. And so she said, Ken gave me a pep talk before I had came, and he told me to be cool. They was like, oh, Ken, like, oh, where is Ken? Because he wasn't there. Oh, he got a family emergency. And so Tisha, like, she ain't buying it. She knows that there's more behind closed doors, but she gonna wait till Trisha's ready to tell them. And of course, Tisha would know because she got stuff behind her closed doors that she not talking about. We know y'all separated, girl. And then Lance walks by them and kind of checked Destiny about her googly eyes all in front of everybody. And so he kind of like, yeah, you, because she said, you look nice. And he was like, oh, yeah, you think, am I the only one you think is nice? Or I ain't the only one. Somebody said it. So she like, what? Huh? And he walks off. We gonna talk about it. So they lightweight teasing her like, oh, yo, man, you in trouble. And so Kimmy is like, so Destiny blames Kimmy. Like, if you wouldn't have made such a big deal out of it, and this was pertaining to at Destiny's event, she was flirting with this, I think, security. And so, saying it right there in front of Miss Nail and Kimmy. And so Kimmy was like, no, if you dating Lance, you shouldn't be googly eyeing nobody. And so Desi said, I know you don't know this, but I'm dating. And when I'm dating, I can googly eye who I want to. So they have a little back and forth and back again because Kimmy ain't finna let none of these bras check her, okay? So the Fletchers were taking pictures with the family, and so the bishop passes out. And they said it was because of heat exhaustion because it's hot, it's the South. It was early September. The paramedics came, and Mr. Bishop, cousin Bishop, was in all his garb. Is he Jewish or something? Because he had the little cap on the back. He had a lot of robes on with cloths and all the stuff. And it was like, you could have taken that off, sir. It's party time. Get comfortable. But yeah, if you was hot, you should have had some water. But they came, and that was a quick scene. So then the three men, Martell, Marceau, Maurice, talk about Melody and how she sits by herself and how she don't speak. Martell, like, she don't speak to me around y'all, but in any other setting, she's talking to me. We can sit next to each other. And I'm like, Martell, she's your co-parent. She's not your friend. She has to co-parent with you. She does all the talking, all the interacting with you because of the children. But no, she don't like you. And you know that. But I know, his goal is he still wants to push the issue, So he grabs a chair, child, and he comes to the table where all the Huntsville people are. And Melody is like, uh-oh. Here we go. He brings his own chair, sits down between Trisha and Tisha. Melody said, up, this is my cue to go. He's too close. Her boundaries are up. The alarm is going off. Beep, 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 beep. She leaves. Destiny and Lance go outside to have their talk. They work it out. She's telling him, like, put me to the side. Don't embarrass me. Don't just say little stuff. And he like, but did I say anything? And she's like, you said enough to get the girls talking. And it was quite embarrassing. And just would have next time, do what I'm doing to you, pulling you to the side to have a talk. So he like, okay, this is cool. I'll do that next time. And I like how Destiny, she like, this is a red flag for her. And she wishes he had more emotional intelligence. And so, yeah, she's like, we can't have a relationship when you can't communicate correctly. Because he didn't think he did anything wrong. He was like, but I didn't say nothing, but you said enough. Okay. So, child, the next day, child, it went down in them last couple of minutes of this show. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So, child, the next day, Trisha and Ken are at the house. He asked her, can they talk? He got to ask about Martell and Marquez. He got to get some stuff straight because the story keeps changing and new new information keeps being revealed, and she looks like a liar now. He's catching on. So he even told us, talking to her, in a text message, she told Marquez that she would take him back. I knew it. Well, we all did, right? Gotta get that water in, besties. She says she don't remember saying that. Baby, it was a text. Roll the text thread. What do you mean you don't remember saying it? You didn't say it. You typed it. Oh my gosh. So then he goes, and regarding Martell, it's not him I got a problem with. It's you. So here she go. I don't think about them, but they live rent-free in our house. They always live in rent-free. Well, it's you. It's not because of them. I don't think about him. No, it's you, Ken. No, it's you. It's you, Trish. No, 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 no. And he was like, you give them more respect than you give me. Your ex created this issue. You making it seem like I'm bothered or I'm insecure. You making it seem like I got issues with them. My issue is with you. See how you talking to me? That ain't right. You ain't right. No, you are wrong. You lie. It's on you. You go harder on me than the people you don't care about. Because you keep asking about it. No, because you keep lying. I said, there we go. There we have it. Ken has finally caught on. Because you keep lying. She takes, and then in his confessional, he says Trisha takes his questions as accusations, and she gets so defensive. Example, Martell, there's no reason to lie. It was before me. Then why you so invested in it? Child, that's when he was like, let me get up. Let me go get my keys. Let me put my shoes on, get my wallet, get my phone. I'm out of here. He was like, I gotta go. No, she did not turn it on him. Why are you so invested in it? He walks away. Now he talking crap because now he hollering a little bit. And then the ego kicks in. I pay for all of this. This is our reality. She no, don't you start. You better go. You gotta go. All these cars out here in this driveway, I pay for, don't I? No, don't do that. And he like, you lying. He said, your truck is at some apartment building right now, broke down. It is broke down because I need to fix it. My brother gonna fix it. Oh. So she like, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. You need to go. You need to go. So he said, when you struggling, tell your kids next time. Go, no. And he said, I can go to an island and be good. You can't do that. And then he drives off in his Corvette, honey. Burn the rubber out the driveway, child. She didn't put him out. And he about to go on vacation. And besties, that was the end of the episode. Next week is the reunion. Baby, it's about to go down. Is it going to be a 2-part or a 3? Now, if he does it right, it can be a 2-part. But if it prolongs and drags, it'll have to be a 3-part, child. Ooh wee. And girls, let me tell y'all what I found out today in them YouTube streets. They posted, it was on Facebook. Ken has a jail record, y'all. He used to sell Mary Jane Hayne. Mm-hmm. And they said, oh yeah, that makes sense why he's a truck driver. You know, they try to say most truck drivers are reformed jailbirds. Honey, he used to slang, honey. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But that was the end of the episode. What I would rate this, I'll give it a 7. It wasn't super duper good, but I'll give it a solid 7. And besties, I'll be back with another review. Bye, besties.